especially with social media and everything, you have all kinds of different people on your Facebook page and whatever that you have no idea who they are because you haven't talked to them in forever. But all of a sudden, Facebook gives you that notification, hey, it's this person's birthday. So you might as well just say happy birthday. I don't know that that holds any sort of significance.
Well, that might be true, but I mean, for years, Sammy has been saying that he's been wanting to, he still loves Eddie, and he wants to make amends with him at some point before he dies. I mean, he's pushing 70. He's 68 years old now.
So who plays bass if they go?
He says he's not going back in unless Michael Anthony's back in.
Okay, well, that's what I was wondering about. I wonder if Michael Anthony's a sticking point, or is he the bridge? No, I'm serious. I mean, is he the bridge? Because wasn't Wolfgang playing bass?
Yeah, Wolfie's currently playing bass in this group currently, but it just seems like it just because there's a bunch of news that's been going out now that once again Eddie and Roth are not getting along with each other again. Just because Roth wants to just dance. Look, if you heard the last album they did, which is the Live from the Tokyo Dome, it sounded like mud. I mean, it was just absolutely terrible.
So like Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson.
Probably, yeah. I mean, for me, because I'm a Sammy fan, I would love to go see it. I would love to see the two of it because I mean the music is between them versus Roth is just better.
If they really can find a way to work it out, I would be all for that.
Yeah.
That would be phenomenal. I think that for whatever reason, I don't know what it is about this last couple of years in particular, but there seem to be reunion tours seems to be the big trend right now. A lot of people are starting to go on some reunion tours, and some are better than others. So honestly, if they can figure it out, I'd be all for that because it would be a good tour.
Yeah, if they can recreate the magic of 5150, why not?
And then there was also a report where Brian Johnson of AC/DC just reached out to inventor, what's his name, Stephen Ambrose, who's created these inner ears that potentially restore hearing. I mean, he's been sidelined for a couple months now because of this hearing problem. What do you guys think?
Well, it'd be great if the technology works. And besides, it'd be fun to see Brian Johnson cry. Because I saw a video of all the people that were like hearing music for the first time, and they were like, I haven't heard
It's so beautiful.
17 years.
The funniest thing about all this is that they have so much technology for all of this now, and they even have inner ear things that you can just put in your ear, and you hear other languages translate directly. But we need it for Brian Johnson.
All Noise Radio, powered by Connecticut School of Broadcasting. I'm Sean Riley. We'll be back in a little while.
So I'm coming in with the weather or the news. I'm coming in with the weather or the news.
Weather.
Just make noise. Hey! What I like about you! Turn! Hey! Oh. I need to turn it down. That was nice. Very good. Anyway, we ready to go second half?
Yep.
All right.
Guess
So I come right in, right?
Yes,
No
right to you.
Do I have to tag All Noise Radio? And you are listening to All Noise Radio. I am Evil Eddie with today's forecast. It is 11 p.m. on Wednesday the 18th, and what a beautiful day out. The sun rised this morning at 5:30 a.m., and as of 11 p.m., the sky is partly sunny. But we are inching in on 66 degrees, feels like 58. So wear a light sweater with a comfy t-shirt for this afternoon. We are looking at a low of 53 and only 55% humidity. And for tonight, the skies will be mostly cloudy, heading into sunset. The sun will be setting at 8:07. So send us your pics on our Twitter and Instagram using hashtag AllNoiseSunsets. And we'll post your pics on our website. Back to you in the studio, Sean.
Thanks, Eddie.
It's Sean's favorite, having things flooded with Instagram.
And hashtags.
Oh. Yes, I am.
I'm so tired of it, Bill Cosby.
This commercial. Are you tired of getting drowsy in the bar after I had the public listening and drink looking of the pussy pop? I don't know what to do with that foot. They were just listening to random noise that's going along.
Very white.
There we go. All right, just don't press those buttons anymore.
There we go.
All right, Sean's got 2 minutes to do some stuff, man, so let's do it.
All right. Well, Axl Rose is splitting tour dates between AC/DC and Guns N' Roses once a month. What do you guys think of this? I mean, because this is.
Can I give my Sean reaction of how I think about it?
Sure. That's a perfect impression. Yeah.
It's yeah.
I don't think I could ever meet a person that could perfectly make an impression of me.
No, because it's a cackle. It is straight up a cackle. It is cackleable.
We should have got the Hillary Clinton laugh in there.
I'm making up that word.
Right.
It is cackleable that he is splitting time with that. It's, you know what? If you've already established yourself as Guns N' Roses, which you should, because they're great and that's phenomenal, stay with Guns N' Roses. It's not the same thing.
No, definitely
It's
not.
not the same thing. And
But it's
honestly,
not it's not as if he's staying in the band. I mean,
It doesn't
it's a temporary thing. And
But-
with this whole thing with this inventor guy,
Yeah.
I mean, it's very
this
likely
goes
he's gonna come, that Brian's going to come back.
This goes to a conversation that we had before, though. I'm totally okay if he stays on that tour, but don't call it an AC/DC tour.
Right.
Call it AC/DC featuring Axl Rose.
Right.
You know, because it's not the same thing.
It's kind of like if NXS went back on the road again and no Michael Hutchins. I mean, same type of thing.
He's good. I mean, this year is the biggest year of his life and his career. You can't deny that.
What, Axl?
Yeah, Axl. You cannot deny that.
Was his redemption tour, for lack of a better term?
Call you what you want. I think it's the biggest point in his career right now.
It's an interesting point in his career. I don't know if it's the biggest. It's an interesting point. It's definitely something that will be
He
referenced in the
just got
future,
back.
but
He just got his friendship back with Slash, and right now they're going on a huge tour in stadiums across the country.
Well, that's
You
great
really
if Guns N'
think-
Roses are bringing it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know, is it fair to the Guns N' Roses fans that Axl's not at the top of his game because he's splitting it?
I don't. It's all rock and roll, man. I think that.
But I like it.
Yeah.
CSB,
but how will
March
purists
class.
feel about